Hello everyone, my name is Alpha. Welcome to plummysims and welcome to today's fit build. I hope you're doing well and having such a fantastic day. So today we are building in the world of Willow Creek, and yes, this is going to be for my save file, which is still far from done. It's going to be like a base game only save file, and it's going to be for Willow Creek. So if you've been around, you might have known that I have a few different save files already. So I have Newcrest, I have Moonwood, and also the latest one was Oasis Springs, and I'm kind of expanding on more base game worlds first. I mean world, not worlds, because we only have one world left from base game, and it is Willow Creek. So I'm thinking of doing Willow Creek next, and it's going to be a base game save file. So on my previous save files, I have used so many packs, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, on one side I feel like it's good. I mean, I feel good with that because I don't have any restrictions, but on the other hand, I feel like it's not very accessible for many players. So I thought that I'm going to do a little bit of a challenge where I'm going to do a save file but with base game only. So base game is free, of course, we know that because it's been, I don't know, months I think since it got free. And also within the base game you have this kind of like a stuff pack, free stuff pack, which is the holiday celebration stuff pack or something like that. I'm not really sure, but this stuff pack that is free with base game, and you can download it on your EA app or Origin or Steam, I believe. But I'm not going to use that, so it's going to be like just base game and base game only. So it's kind of a bit challenging for me, but I had a blast building this, and in fact I will have so many base game builds in the future, like near future, because lately I've been building so many base game builds. I'm not sure if I'm going to post base game builds back to back because I still have some non-base game builds queuing on my like to edit list. But just a little side note on that, if you think that I post too many base game builds, that's because I'm planning on releasing another save file. And when I do a save file, it's going to be like, I'm going to build on that world back to back for weeks, I would think, because that was the case when I was about to release, or when I was planning on doing the Newcrest and Oasis Springs save file. Not sure if it's the same case with Moonwood Mill, because Moonwood Mill is a smaller world and I think it only has like 5 or 6 slots. I'm not sure, but it's not that many. So I don't feel bad when I have to build back to back on that world. But if it's like a very specific world like Oasis Springs, or I don't know, Elfathiera maybe, or Tortosa, or city living, what is that, San Myshuno, it will feel kind of repetitive, a bit repetitive if you build back to back on the same world. But I hope it won't be the case with Willow Creek, because I don't know about you, but Willow Creek is actually my first ever world. I think it's going to be everyone's first world when they discover The Sims 4, because it's very, I don't know, it has this classic vibe and kind of homey vibe, and I feel like it has this connection with a lot of players. So I hope I will be doing okay with the save file. I have built, let me think, at least 5 builds or more, maybe 5 to 7 builds so far for Willow Creek, and all of them are brand new builds. I'm kind of a bit nervous but exciting at the same time, because it's not easy, at least for me, it's not easy to build base game builds, so many base game builds like every so often. And I mean, I used to build using restricted, I used to build using very limited packs, like 4, 5, 6 packs, or even less. But I mean, it's easier, way easier than doing base game builds, at least in my case. But I feel like within these builds, I don't feel like, I don't know, I didn't have any difficulties, I would say, within building only using the base game. And even for this lot, which is a nightclub, and it's not only a nightclub, but it has several different lot types in one build. So it has a nightclub on the first floor. Over here we have a lounge, a private lounge, like VIP lounge I would say, on the second floor or first floor, depends on how you see it, but it's on the second level. And we also have an office, like the management office of the nightclub, also on the second story. And on the third story it will have like two very small apartments. And I thought that it's going to be really cute to have those lot types at one. And also I was thinking on doing this kind of like a, I don't know, I feel like Willow Creek has so much connection with the players, and I don't want to change too much about the world. So this will be a community lots neighborhood, and I'm going to keep the lot type, hopefully the same with the original version, and even the the townies. So I'm thinking of keeping the same townies, like the pancakes, the BFFs, the gods, and what is that? I'm not sure. The one who is very rich on the top left of the map. I don't know their names, but I know how the Sims look like. So hopefully you know which one that I mean. But I'm thinking of doing the same townies, but kind of like revamp them a bit and give them slightly better fashion choices, especially within the summer or like hot weather outfits and winter or cold weather outfits. So even if you only have base game, the outfits that they wear will be okay-ish, I would say. And that is the plans for now. And on this row we'll have, I'm not sure, like a gym. I'm pretty sure we'll have a gym. We have a museum. Hopefully I can fit a museum here. We'll have a, I don't know, library. And I'm thinking of doing this kind of like a elderly center, if that's the correct term. I'm not sure, but I do realize that on my Oasis Spring save file I didn't create that many elders. In fact, I only have one, I believe. So on this save file I'm thinking of doing more like elders, if that makes sense. So hopefully I can create, or we can collaborate to create more elders, because I'm thinking of having like another collaboration with some people to help me to recreate or make over and create some new townies. And I'm thinking of more elders. And in fact, in a neighborhood in Willow Creek, I'm not sure what is the neighborhood's name, but that neighborhood will have so many elders. And I'm thinking of, I don't know, maybe like a retirement home or something like that. So it's going to be more fun and more, I don't know, like not young adults or teens centered, if that makes sense. So hopefully you're okay with that idea. But if you have any suggestions, do let me know. I'm very open to that, and I will need so much of your suggestions, because sometimes I'm just not very creative with that, you know, like very creative ideas. So do let me know if you have any suggestions. But we're basically just finished doing the first and second story, and we're doing the third story here. So this is going to be the apartments. So as you can tell that we have two apartments, and we have the blue one and we have the brown beige one. And I have a kind of like an interesting experience with within building this build. And when I was building, like, I don't know, the floor plan, I think when I was doing the floor plan, I think I was doing the floor plan. So basically I've always saved my build every 15-20 minutes, so I know they're saved. And I normally, when I saved, I pause my OBS recording, so I won't have this, I don't know, like 4 hours long of footage, because I'd rather to have like 7 or 8 videos, but each only has like 20 to 30 minutes of footage. Hopefully you do understand what I mean. But when I just saved my game, I stopped recording on my OBS and I started a new one. And of course I continue building the build. Suddenly my game like shut off, and I don't understand why, because I've never had that experience before ever. I mean, I do understand if I had that issue or thing I would call when I was still playing on my laptop, because my laptop isn't as powerful as my PC and it's just like a laptop, you know. It's not very, I don't know, the specs are not that good for gaming, and I do understand if that happened when I was playing on my laptop, but I played on my PC and it happened. It was the first time. I don't understand why. I don't think it was the mod conflict, because I always make sure to update them before I play, and every single time we have a new update or like patch updates, but it happened, and it's just not like it's not responding. No, it's just like closed. I don't understand why. It was very shocking, of course, but I was kind of glad that I saved it like 5 minutes before it closed. So at least I just don't need to do a lot of stuff, and I don't really like lose so many progress. I'm okay, but it's just kind of shocking and surprising, but not in a good way, if you do understand what I mean. But this is the 2 apartments. So as I already said earlier, that we have a nightclub on the very first floor. We have the VIP lounge and the management office, and this one is going to be the apartments, and I think the apartments will be for the management. I think maybe the one who works on the nightclub, and the VIP lounge maybe for the manager or the owner or supervisor or something like that. But I know it won't work like that in The Sims, because we don't have this multi-lot types, if that makes sense. But that's just what I think, and I don't know, I'm thinking of doing an apartment, I would say. So it's going to be like a base game apartment, where it's going to be like a townhouse but apartment, like the one that is from Evergreen Heart. Not that's not the name. I mean Equal Lifestyle, and I was thinking of something like that. But do let me know what you think of that, because I don't know, I'm excited of that idea, but not sure yet. But anyway, this is going to be the last apartment I think we're going to decorate. I mean, it took me almost 4 hours to finish the whole build, which is not that long because I've had 12 hours of footage, which is so insane. But it's not that long, and I am very surprised with the result, because I don't think, and I won't even think, that I could do like base game community lot builds, because the idea of building with base game only used to scare me a lot. And I think you can do fantastic builds with base game. So you don't need like a ton of packs, like even the kits. Not that they're bad, no, but you can do really good builds with base game. And one of many builds that I've done that I love so much was built using base game only, and that means a lot. Even I'm not gonna do a ton of spoilers, but the upcoming build that I'm going to post soon, I can tell that it is my most favorite base game like community lots ever. Even with this, not sure though, because I have so many favorites, and this one is going to be one of them for sure. But to be honest, I'm not really sure what kind of architectural style this one is. I'm thinking of, I don't know, somewhat New Orleans-ish, but not really. I'm not really sure about the architectural styles, because we have nothing like this in my country, and even if we did, it's not going to look exactly like this. I mean, the style-wise, but not sure with that. But if you do know what kind of style this is, do let me know. I will be very thankful, because you will educate me. And I thought that having this kind of gigantic like clock will look really both insane and, I don't know, interesting in a way, because we have this kind of buildings. It's like a, I don't know, like 50-60 floors of building, but it has huge digital clock in front of it. Not sure about the build name. It's an office basically, but we have that here in real life. So I thought that it's going to be a bit different in a way if we have some clocks on the like very top part of the build. And yeah, I did that. So I did playtest everything, works just fine. But the only downside is your sims can't tell which one is which. I mean, they can't tell which one is the apartments, which one is the VIP lounge or something like that. So please keep that in mind. It's totally normal, I would say. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to put some more like outdoor seating on the back because it has the nicest view ever. I love the view on the back. It has this kind of nice to the lake. And yeah, I think that's it. We just have basically finishing up the build, and we'll be heading on to the screenshots in just a little bit. So if you'd like to download this build, this is already available on the gallery. My ID is elfathiera, or you can find it under the hashtag plummysims. You can also click the download link on the description box below that will bring you to my Ko-fi blog post. It'll have two different links. The first one is the gallery download link, and the other one is the trade flash link from Simflash. So yeah, I think that's it. I really hope you find this video inspiring and the build useful to your game. And if you do, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and also make sure to be subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to, you can also ring the bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video. So I am going to go now. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today and supporting me. I hope you have the very best day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a constellation, right?